Every time you sit and practice, you'll discover something new, whether it's about yourself, the world we live in, and the choices that you make, or the people in your life. So be open to anything that happens and everything that happens. Through meditation and sitting in the stillness, you're going to have a new sense of awareness of who you truly are as a soul living on this earth. This is work of the heart. We're going to learn to live heart forward, and that's what this is about. It's not work. It's beauty. It's fun. It's amusement. It's love. It's feeding your soul. This is all about you. It's your own practice. This meditation process and this practice will change your life. You are no longer living in limitations and fear. You're able to express who you truly are. You will change not only yourself, but the world. Hello, everybody, and welcome to SoulCARE. I had to share that again because I never get tired of watching that video because it was, as you can tell, so much love was put into that. But everyone that did that video, the people that helped write it, who produced it, the videographer, Eric, who's been working with me for over 15 years and is now my roommate. And it's just been great. The editors and Jen, the editor up in Portland, Seattle, and it's just been a work of love, and the course itself is loving. So it's just great. I wanted to share that again with everybody. So if you haven't looked into the course, please do. It's good. It's discounted till August the 8th, I think it is, but it's a life changer, and keep it for your whole life. And it's a meditation course that's easy to understand. It's not just for those who meditate. It's for everybody every day, and it's sitting in that stillness of who you are. It's yours. It's having a relationship with your soul. So it's worth it. So hello, everybody, and welcome. And hello, Lori Smith. Hi, Lori. Good to see you again, Lori. Alexandra, hello from Germany. Big hug. One of my favorite countries in the world, Germany. Hi, Raven. Hi, Ellie. I hope I had a nice weekend with Pearl. I had a very interesting weekend with Pearl, which I will share with you in a second. Alexandra Ween, nice to see you. Hi, Cindy. Jennifer, hi there. Your dog Maisie just crossed over last night. She's running free with my late husband. Jennifer, she certainly is. And of course, my dog Maisie passed away last year too, so she's running around. Funny enough, I was talking to someone the other day about animals and how free they are. And I was just reading a book about it because I'm doing that cruise in August, and I'm creating the program and talking about the life forms over there and where to go when we visit. And I can't tell you so many times I keep on tuning into that world or those spheres that the animals come in. So, we're going to bring people to that. And we're doing that animal course. We're working on that too, developing that. And I think we'll just do a night of animal communication as well. So I'm talking to a wonderful animal communicator, Danielle McKinnon, who I've worked with before. And we're going to get that together for you guys. Okay. Hi, Star. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Heather. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't lose Zoe. Zoe moved on to a higher world. I like to look at it that way. We don't lose them. We never lose anyone. It's moving on to another world. It's slipping out of the skin. It's what our cells do every day. Cells die every day and are reborn every day. So life is about movement and transformation every single moment. And when we hold on to something, it gets us stuck. So remember, everything has to be flowing, 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 flowing. You can be mindful of something, but let it flow. Remember that it's really much easier in life to be observant, to observe things, not get caught up in them. I always say it's like a theater, a performance, and you're in the audience watching the performance. You're caught up in the stage, but you're watching what goes on. And that's what I think as humans, we have to be careful that we don't get caught up in too much stuff and too much other people's drama. And also, I talked to my friend this morning, my friend Marianne, about this, many of us are empaths and sensitives. And we may not realize it, but certain times we always pick up programs or like receivers, right? Like radio receivers, and constant programs are coming in. And when someone thinks of you, of course, those programs go right to you. And we have to be able to discern between what's our own stuff and what someone else's program, what's our programs and what's someone else's programs. And that's the important thing. And we have to really kind of translate that information, that program. Does it belong to me or does it belong to somebody else? And once you do that, you can let it free. Set it free. But realize that many times you pick things up, people sending thoughts, and you'll pick up those thoughts because we live in a world of thought all around us. If you could see clairvoyantly all the thought forms and all these thoughts that people have, you'd be shocked about the spaces all around you. I mean, I've been driving in traffic last weekend. I'll tell you my weekend in a second. And I told my friend Julie, it's more and more I become aware when I'm driving these 5 freeway in San Diego or on the streets around here. I'm very aware of the space around the cars, the energy, and it's almost like people's energy going out of the window and around them. And I can tell when someone's going to speed up. I can tell when someone's angry. I can tell when someone's happy. I can tell when someone's not paying attention. I just can tell. And the more it's again an intuitive skill, right? So the more you start tuning to that, your intuition develops. Anyway, it's very interesting. But remember that you are the soul having human experience, not and don't get plugged into it. You can have the experience by being aware of it and observing it, but don't be pulled into it. It'll help you. That's just a little life preserver I'm throwing you guys. Okay. Andrea Tavermina, James, is it weird I felt and saw spirit more in my hometown than the new country I moved to? No, not at all. Number one, you were tuned into that space where you lived before, so there was that sense of being belonging there, so it'd be more natural to you. And this other place is not as natural, so it's a different space. That's all. It's not weird, honey. We don't know and judge anything. JP School Mystical, yes, the meditation course at the JP School Mystical Arts. That's where you'll find it. That's where you buy it, register for it, and again, it's good till August the 8th. Okay. Rosemary, hi everyone from Rosemary in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. I am feeling really connected lately after I surrendered and being still. Exactly, amazing things are coming my way. Thank you very much, Rosemary, because that's exactly what that video was about. This is the meditation course. It's meditation is just a focal point. It's focusing on something. But really the idea behind that course is really being still, really calming yourself. And when you're still, more things can come through to you. You don't get caught up, you don't block it. So it's just you're more in control when you're in that still surrendering space. You're much more in control. So try it out. Good for you, Rosemary. Yay, Rosemary. Let's give Rosemary an applause. Yay. And she did it. Yay. Okay, Damien Brands. Yesterday evening, I came home in the night in my house and looked into the darkness of my garden. Woo! Suddenly, I saw a candle on the grave of my dog called James. Thanks. That's another weird thing. I the why I always say that's weird. All these validations and coincidences happen, right? So we pay attention and we are still and more aware. You will see more coincidences. You'll see signs. You'll see it. So yesterday, so you're saying that, and yesterday I walked by someplace and it said James's graveyard, and then you're telling me this. So here we go. Okay, called James. I didn't burn a candle. It was a short hallucination. I asked myself if my old friend James wanted to give me a sign from the other side. I went in the garden and fired a candle for him on his grave. What can you say? What can you say to this? Yeah, so obviously it's clairvoyance, and you're getting that sign. You're open to receive it. Congratulations. And they're around us all the time. Okay. Fiona, hi Fiona. James, hello. My brother will be okay. He just needs to deal with his anxiety. Yep. I wonder what happened that day, but kept quiet. Okay, hugged you. Okay, so Fiona, I don't kind of understand what you're saying. So my brother will be okay. He just needs to deal with his anxiety. Yeah, okay, so this is very true. And that meditation would help with that. Really would. Focusing himself on something else. Perfect. Whether it's gardening, whether it's a hobby, whether it's meditation, focus that really helps anxiety levels. I just want myself a jigsaw puzzle. Don't ask, but it really will help to focus me. And I'm having my friend's son who's really good at that sort of thing. He can put pieces together. I asked him, would he come over and help me get the border started? Because once he does, I might be able to do it. But I think it's a good focus to do. Yeah, just keep him in that space of love, Fiona. That's what you have to do. Just love, 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 love. Humans always mess things up, boy, by their thoughts. It's all about love. Okay. Hi, Sue. Okay, we have Lebo. Hi, Lebo from South Africa. Hello. How are you in South Africa? Nice to connect with you. Nice to connect with you, Lebo. There's a question here from someone, Renee. I want to go up here from Dawn Brady. Dawn Brady. Hi, Dawn. Hugs from Baltimore. Oh, I've been in Baltimore in a long time. My aunt used to live there. I feel my spirit guides around me as I'm cleansing body, mind, and spirit. Very good. I'm sensing an Aunt Evelyn who is dear to me. So maybe she's a guide of yours, right? Well, there's a question. How do I know she's my guide? Well, you can ask her if she's a guide of yours. Will the course help me connect with my guides and angels? This course will not. I mean, it will in one respect, in that it has you become aware of the space around you and who's your helpers. It does cover that. But the course I have is a guide course on my school, which is even more powerful. Okay. New comments. I'm so happy you guys are sending comments. Hi, Susie. Good to see you again. I know it's like this weird thing to say see you, but I see your comment. Spent a few days unplugging and getting grounded in nature last week. Clamping, not camping, glamping. I glamp. I don't camp. My idea of camping is no room service. Hard to come back to the city. Very true. I want to go back. Please advise to readjust. Um, yeah, so I have a thing called reentry rules when I do like a meditation. I'm sorry to go back, but I will go back. The meditation course, I talk about reentry rules, and it's really important when you're in an altered state of consciousness, and that can be a very easy altered state of consciousness, because really when you talk about like meditation, it's focused awareness. So if you go into a country setting or a forest or glamping, and you're out of your natural environment, the usual city environment, it calms you down. It puts you in a natural space and it really balances you, right? And it takes away all that anxiety and it feels more natural and normal to you. But then when you get hurled back into a city environment, it kind of throws you. It's very phonetic, so it doesn't feel right. So it's a matter of getting back in tune with your stillness and surrendering. So quieting yourself and getting back to what's important to you, which is that stillness, that space of the glamping, right? So in your mind, you can go back to those experiences. If you have a garden, go there. A park would be wonderful. Seafront, great. Go back to nature. Nature's a great grounder. Okay. All right. And I have something special today, too. Okay. I have two things I'm going to do with you. Susan Pathman. Hi, Susan. You're in my mediumship class. I have a question. Very good. I'm glad you're in my mediumship class. I was supposed to have knee replacement today and was so nervous about it. My body got sick with fever. I had to cancel it. Wow. I'm trying to reschedule. I was so fearful and nervous about it. I'm not normally nervous about things. Help. So, Susan, you got to ask yourself, why are you nervous? Is it a control thing? It's an operation which is done every day by hundreds of thousands of people. I've had many friends do the operation. Family members of mine have done the operation. It's okay. The important thing is physical therapy. Get back to physical therapy. If you're a very good surgeon, you have nothing to worry about. I think might be with you, Susan, a little bit of control. So you got to learn to release, let go, and let God. You can't push the river. Just saying. Okay. All right, sweetheart. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Just calm yourself. It's the best way to do it. You have nothing to worry about. You're not going to die in surgery. And if you die, there's no death, so you won't. You'll be fine. In many times, it's a good example of how the head gets us in trouble, right? Hi, Raven. Good to see you. When people are really old, I beg your pardon. Okay, their body's failing them. I beg your pardon. Okay, but still hanging on. Why? My dad's very close, but just won't let go. I don't really talk to him, but I do feel for him. Okay, well, let's go back there. So you don't really talk to him. Maybe you should talk to him and that'll help him pass on. Maybe he's waiting for you to speak to him. Maybe it might be that he's waiting for your permission to go ahead. And sometimes they need that. People stay for many different reasons. My sister was worried about her kids. When she told the kids were fine, they all said, Mom will be fine. She passed. And my father wouldn't go until he knew that we wouldn't take his house apart and we'd share everything. Once we told him we'd be fine with his house, we'd take care of it, he left. So sometimes there's got to be permission. I also think it's great to speak to someone about their passage, that it's a very natural, normal thing, and start talking to him about people that are on the other side that are coming to greet him. And even if he doesn't believe in it, just start mentioning names of people that he would know about, because then it gets his mind in that space, that awareness of these people. So when he does see them at the end of the bed or right around him, he'll go to them. It'll be a much easier transition. Death is so easy. It's just a part of our natural space. Okay. Hey, kids, I'm going to do one more thing. All right, Kelly, one more question. I'm going to do readings for you. Okay, Kelly, when meditating, how do I close thoughts out of my mind to meditate? Kelly, again, I need to mention the course, because the course, I do a whole lesson on the monkey mind. It's called the monkey mind. And those thoughts that come into your head when you're trying to be still and quiet, and you keep on getting these thoughts, oh God, what am I have for dinner? Or, oh, the noise from the gardener out there. Oh, I can't concentrate. So there are techniques I teach in the course to quiet the mind and to use those monkey mind intrusions, if we call them that come in, and use them to make you go deeper. So there's ways of using those to make you go deeper. And every time you have that, you go deeper. And they're going to be a part of the experience. But when we don't judge things, we don't hold on to things. We don't attach something to them. So in the course, I think it's lesson 2. It's all about the monkey mind. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. By the way, this Wednesday night, people have asked me to do readings, so I'm going to be doing a night of readings this Wednesday evening. It's Messages from Spirit. There it is right there. Thanks for opening that up. The Evening of Spirit Messages. That's July 26th. That's this Wednesday night at 4 to 6. I never know what's going to happen. I wait until I get with the group, and the group dynamic shares a certain experience, what's going to happen. I got to talk to the people involved with this. I might play a spirit voice. Maybe I'll do that for you. So I might do that. An actual spirit voice of Leslie Flint was a physical medium, and actual spirit voices, Oscar Wilde, Ruth Valentino. I might pick one of those out and play it for you. There's always something different with each one of the nights of Evening of Spirit. And I get there as many messages as I can, but remember, they're for every single person in that room, not for just one person. It might be targeted for one person, but it's really for everybody. And I know there's so much joy and happiness, even if you look behind me, that now that they're all ready for Wednesday. So hope you can join me for that. Okay, I want to do a card reading for you guys. I want to do 2 card reading. I looked at which card deck, and Spirit said, no, James. And they're very authoritative. Use 2 today. I'm like, okay, I'll use 2. So the first one I want to do is called my soul journey lesson cards. And this is really just came to me. They gave this to me years ago about people want to know where they're at with their soul. What's part of your soul journey? What aspects of the soul are you looking at? And what is on your path? So I'm going to do that. Now, when you use cards, remember that if you're being inspired, so the more you can just open yourself up to just receive whatever you get, your first impressions, that's the best way. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. These are covers. I love that. Mandalas. Kind of like the soul. I see the soul as a kaleidoscope, all different aspects of it. So I'm just shuffling these, just like this. That's how I'm doing it. I'm not a great shuffler. So I'll just see what happens here. And I think of you guys and what you need to hear. And I do feel beings around me. This card comes out. Okay. Card I got was friendship. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Now, that's very interesting that I picked friendship, because right over here is my friend Marianne. And she happens to be my best friend, and she's visiting. So there you go. Isn't that interesting? So when you have a friend in your life, I think they're friends, close friends, are soulmates. I think there are many soulmates. But as we talk very often, and we just had this conversation, that those in your life that support you are the ones you want to be with. A friendship should be 50-50. You give and take both ways. It should never be one person taking more than the other person. That's not a friendship. And it's helping to support each other and help each other grow, and seeing the best in each other and assisting them. And Mary and I have been lifelong friends. And that's interesting. That came up out of all the cards. Freaks me out. Okay. I know it does freak me out. So that's soul journey. So pay attention to your friends. Take an assessment of who's really your friend and who's not. Who's just hanging on to you. I had to get rid of some people recently. And, once I realized that, they were just hanging on to me because they want to be around me. I don't know. But that's some people. So look and see who's truly your friend and who isn't. Okay. I think it's a great message. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Now, the other one I wanted to do with you, or they wanted me to do for you, is called The Power of Love. So the Power of Love deck I have is based upon my book, The Power of Love, which is the last book I've written. Right now in the middle of helping Kelly White to edit her book, which is wild and fascinating and incredible, on chapter 11. And she was the original fire starter. And I said to Kelly, we should call that something to do with the fire starter, because she was the original one. Knives fly through the room. Mayonnaise jars come out of the refrigerator. Right, Kelly? It's a good book. We'll get on that. But next one I'm going to do is, I know Kelly's watching. Love you, Kelly. Power of Love activation card. So this is how you use the energy of love throughout your life, right? So same idea. These are colors. You get these on Amazon. Now, there's a book with each deck, so make sure you get a book. If you do get a deck without a book, that means they're fake. Believe it or not, we just found this out that there actually are people that distribute to Amazon, and it's not the right connections. So I don't supply them. They get it from the publisher. The publisher's, I don't know. There's someone in there cheating. I guess I don't know. But that's pretty bad. What a world we live in. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to shuffle these again. Now, for some reason, I feel like I want to put them down the desk here and put them into piles. So I'm going to do that. I'm just putting them 2 or 3 piles here. And I'm going to concentrate on love, bringing love to all of you. That energy of love. What does that mean for you? Power of love. They just told me to bring 3 cards. So I'm going to do 3 cards. Okay. Thank you. I just heard some lady behind me over here, and she's definitely one of my inspirers. And she just said, "Oh, James, we love when you listen to us." Thanks. We love when you listen to us. Thank you. I love when you speak to me too, that I'm able to hear it. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just feeling which one. Okay. That one. And then one more they want me to have. 7. She just said this lady, whoever she is very good. She said the 7th card down. 1, 2. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Thank you. Whoever you are. She's not a relative of mine, believe me. Okay. First card I got was really important. Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So just like we talked about earlier, when you see that, walking a sea of thought, people's thoughts, and you can see what people create and all that. Also with love, when you meet someone, you feel just wonderful about them. You just have this beautiful aura about them. Many times you'll see just these lights all around them. And when that's amplified by the positive thoughts you have, the love that you give out, you should never give love out wanting something back in return. You should give love out to inspire others to this is what we're here for, to show light, to show love to everybody, no matter who they are. Everybody within them has that God light. Even on the surface, they don't show that. If they're nasty or angry or egomaniac, whatever, inside is that source energy, it's light. So try to communicate with that God light with each person. So unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. And when it's your time to pass over, you're going to have a life review. We all do. And you see all the areas, all the times when you used love and when you used fear, and how it expanded your life or it closed in your life. And you're the one responsible for it. So it is really interesting that humans create the conditions that they live in. You create all the conditions. We create all the conditions that we live in. The world is in this way it is right now because of the thoughts and actions of humans, of what they've done. And now we're reaping out the thoughts, the conditions, living the conditions that were created by those who are in this earth, that are maybe governing this earth. It's interesting. Second card is, I live by this, integrity. So integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with every action. Have integrity. And integrity also comes in being true to yourself, knowing who you are and living that truth and not selling your soul, right? And whether people understand you or not, or get you or not, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't really matter, because whether people think of you is none of your business. So integrity, be who you are. Don't try to be anybody else. The last card that they wanted me to pick, that this lady wanted me to pick, with the 7th card down, and it's willingness. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So many times you have to give in a little bit. If the end result helps somebody and it's loving, sometimes you have to give in a little bit. So that's be willing to bend. Be willing to bend. Thank you, lady. Ma'am. Okay. So that's that. So that's the power of love. It's great, the little card deck. Everybody loves these. They love when I do this. And I'm doing a lot of Instagram now, these reads. And these are all inspired by the spirit world. My guides have come through. And when things settle down a little bit next year, the big push has been this meditation course, and then I'm doing the animal course and the writer's course this year. So 3 big courses, plus I have a whole new team. So everything's is big, going on big night now. And also, like Renee just put up, thank you, Renee. Please like and share the live streaming to help grow the channel and grow a community, expand the community to around the world. I did a podcast, and Alex Ferrari, I believe his name was, and he was just so wonderful. 10 million people he has, and we had such a great time. And he wants to help because he loves my work. Okay. Thank you, Alexander. So thankful you spend time with us. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Oshana, hi from Australia. How to prepare, Crystal? How to prepare for readings? You want to the day of, just let it go. Maybe the night before, just send a letter out, a letter or a thought of one loved one. Don't hog it up, right? And just send out a thought I'd like to hear from you, and then let it go. Because when I do messages for someone, or you have a reader do readings for you, they can come through much easier if the space above you is very open. If it's filled with like desire and I need, want, you're blocking that space, and the spirit people have no place to come in. So there you go. So as open as you can be. You're very welcome, Andrea. Hello, Vivian from Germany. I can give love, but can't accept love. Oh, Raven, why not? Why can't you accept love? You're worth it. You are worth it. You are love. And that's just your head getting in the way. That's just conditioning or someone not telling you you're good enough. So if I were you, Raven, go back to your childhood, go map back to your childhood and see where that love was lost of yourself. Because you're a beautiful being. And what do people think of you is none of your business. And you need to live your life in love. Who cares what people think? You're beautiful. You are a beautiful being. Don't think you don't deserve. You deserve a lot of love. We all do. Okay. Yes. Thanks, Laura, for reminding me. Tonight we're going to be on. Yes, I talked to Kelly, and with us will be a great summer segment for podcast. Is we're going to reveal to you our favorite spiritual books that we have read many times, like to reread. So tonight Kelly's gonna have a stack of books, and I'm gonna have a stack of books. I already got some out. Well, many of them are out of print, but they're really cool, and we're going to go over those tonight. Our personal library, as you can see behind me, I have all these books here. I have books in front of me. I have a library downstairs next to my living room. I created a library with shelves because I have so many books. So here we go. Oh, Laura, I said, oh, Laura, I want to answer your question. Oh, Laura, it says, oh, Laura. Here we are. Oh, Laura, thanks, Renee. Oh, Laura, James, I was a little frustrated with one of my clients. What a lesson for you, right? And was not listening to my intuitive guidance. And then it came to me. So you were measuring your human part or the intuition. And when you get the human head, you mess it up, right? So then it gets the ego part. Can't have that with the intuition. All right. And then it came to me how frustrated my angels and guides must be with me. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, that's what you do. Well, you know what it is, Laura? It's only because, again, we have to sit in that serenity. We got to be able to open up that space and to be the vessel. How can you pour water into a vessel if there's a cap on it? You got to open up the cap. So when you are thinking, the ego closes up that vessel and they can't get the inspiration through. Think of it that way. You always want to remain open, and you're always in control, everybody. You're very grounded in control. Nothing can happen to you that'll harm you. It can't, because you're sitting in a loving space. I know everyone here is a loving being. So good for you, Lord, to say that and to recognize that. Here's my Facebook events, James Van Prague. What is that, Renee? Good for you. Thank you. Hi from Sweden. Hi, Anna. So I hope you'll join me tonight. And Jennifer Santella Owen says, my boyfriend has an entire library in the basement. He has 5,000 books. Jennifer, do me a favor. Any spiritual book, send me. Take him out of his library and send him me. I love it. My favorite thing is going to a bookstore, especially an old bookstore. I can spend hours there. And when I used to do book signings, had to because the publisher wanted me to sign at big bookstores like Barnes and Nobles, but I always want to go to the independent ones and support them, and I still do. And they're coming less. People are not reading as much, which is a shame. But please join us tonight to talk about our favorite spiritual books. And thank you once again for joining me here. I'll be on Thursday and Wednesday. I'll be doing these readings. So please sign up at vanprog.com to get a seat. All right, kids. Love you. We'll talk to you soon.